Good morning. How are we doing? So this is about 13 seconds after the outro of the last video. You can see we are mighty busy. So the last video you've seen was on this motorhome. This was a 2.4 auto and it's been converted to a 2.5 manual. That's what the last couple of videos have been broken into. There's been a few bits and bobs of Mr. Namo doing windscreens, sills and arches, John doing a gearbox on that. I think I've recorded that. And now we have lots of stuff to do. T25, that's getting some air ride put on it. I think this is steering arms, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is steering arms. This is full service and a check over. This one is a windscreen. Did have quite a lot of bubbling and rust coming through, so that's all been treated and done. Just need to put the windscreen in. This had a gearbox put in it, and literally it's about to be going very soon. I'm going to be fitting a cruise control. Now, if you haven't seen these before, I have done a video solely on that before, and I will try and remember to put a link to that in there. I've got one in my van, actually. Works exactly the same as the standard one. It's just got little buttons on the back instead of the little toggle on the front. I'm guessing none of these vans have one in to be able to show you. John's motorhome will. I just need a torch to be able to see it. Because El Motorhome has got a face mask on. That is the standard one. It's got the little toggle. Also, a motorhome. Mr. Namo, he's working on this. Oh, here he is.
Oh, hello.
How are you, Mr. Namo?
Not too bad, thank you.
What you doing?
Just looking around.
Ah, found anything good?
No.
What's this one here for?
Apparently sell and people that.
This van you definitely have seen. I think we called it Tiger King. It was a 2.4 with a turbo. It went very well. So Mr. Namo is doing Namo stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, we'll leave Mr. Namo to do that, and he will probably record that, and we can have a little chuck in and see what happens. But I'm cracking. Oh,
hello, people.
hello, Mr. Yoni. How are you, and what are you doing? Do you want some help?
If you want to help.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a quick update-o. I'm going to do the cruise control on that thing in a bit. So I will show you for that. Like I said, I will put a link down below for that one. Oh, I get what's happening. That van has to go on top of this van. But for that van to go on this van, that van had to come off. I will put the camera somewhere and you can watch us load that onto that. Right, well, there's that all loaded up. I don't think we ever spoke about this. This came down for some work to get it back good again. And unfortunately, after actually having a look, it's, in all honesty, a little bit too far. It's not unfixable, but realistically it is financially not a great idea. I mean, it's even up round there where the high top connects. Yeah, the owner doesn't want to spend the money required, so they have the black one. So yeah. Anywho, let's get back in the garage because it's windy and cold up here. Right, so I'm gonna grab some tools and get that cruise control fitted in there. So I'll see you in a second when I'm actually fitting cruise control. Well, there we go. So I need to get to this stalk, and obviously to do that I have to remove a bunch of stuff. First things first, balls. Just make sure the steering wheel is straight, because you are going to have to remove it, so make sure it's straight. What you can do, if you wanted to be clever, you could probably just put a little mark, get like a Sharpie or something, and then that way you know exactly where the steering wheel goes. Happy there? Right, let's get our steering wheel off. Hopefully that's a good angle, because then that way we can all see what's going on. So give it a wiggle. Sometimes they're more of a pain in the ass than others to get off, but So cowling off, give you a bit better access, and then take these screws out. Once you've got them three out, you have got all the electrical connectors that are absolutely everywhere, but you don't need to undo them. What you can do is just take it off, because these just push into the electrical connectors which are already there. Don't need that one anymore. Now we can fit the new one. That literally just goes done. Now we need to take this wire, stick it all the way down and get into the back of the fuse box. Right, now down where the fuse box is, it's literally just pop the two little white clips that are just here. Drop the fuse box down, and the easiest way of finding it is if you look for the big loom that comes through the bulkhead, which is right here. Grab hold of it, give it a little pull, and you will find it's a really short connector, so it won't be too hard to find. There you go. It's that one right by there. Connect into there, that end there will connect into there, and then you've got a little spade right by there, and that goes into here. Get that done, and then you can put all this lot back, and we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to get that connected. Once I've got a bit more together, I can show you a bit better. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you, but you can see there's that grey wheel by there. That spade needs to be put in there. There we go. Just in there like that. Then you can start putting everything, back where it needs to be. And then there is nearly done. So cowling back up, pocket back on, screw this in, and it should be pretty much done. Let's get this lot built back up again. Well, like an absolute melon, as I was putting the camera to sort of record forward to actually show that cruise control working, I must have pressed record, unrecord button, and yeah, I didn't actually. It's not until I got back and parked the van up the top I was like, no. But it does work. Everything is good, and that will be getting picked up shortly. So that's all done did it. I am now going to jump on this bad boy. This is a service and a check over, I believe. Shouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to go jump in the pit and get this service all done. Right, once this is all done, I'll pick the camera up and show you what I'm up to next. So see you in a moment. And there we go. So the van I was doing is moved. She is up on the top. That van was the one that John was doing. That's now over the pit for me. And there's a new van in, which I will let John show in a bit. He's got a wee bit of a diesel leak, which is a massive understatement for absolutely pissing everywhere. So that'll be Yanni's next job. I am going to get the tracking done on this. That'll keep me busy for 10 minutes. Keep me out of trouble. We need to go give Mr. Namo a camera. He's cut all that out so far, and he's, as you can hear, banging away with that. Yeah, bud. Right, Namo, we'll leave you with that. I got tracking to do.
Yeah, man.
Have fun. So there you go. Get a little bit of time-lapse, because I know I've had a few comments recently saying that people quite like the Dynamo time-lapses. So there you go. Right, I'm going to mess around with this tracking and get that a little bit closer to where it needs to be. So cut to some time-lapse. Welcome back. I was raising that up, taking the wheels off, and just having a little look at how we're going to start pulling this apart, because this is in for some air ride, which is all by there. So there's a nice air ride kit that's going to be getting fitted to this. I think the camera actually died, so that's why nothing got filmed yesterday. Lots got done. John took this thing out for a nice run and just see how it's going. This is the one, in case you haven't seen, it is the engine swap 2.4 auto to 2.5 manual. And yeah, John took it out for a nice little drive. Drives lovely. Had a little look underneath, there's no leaks, there's no worries or concerns. So I'm going to go round, I'm going to check all the fluid levels, make sure they are A-OK. I'm going to finalize the last couple of little bits and just make sure that this thing is completely tickety-boo. And then that'll be officially done. Probably remember I showed you this that had the awesome diesel leak that's just the gift that keeps giving. This came in, John had to go pick it up and it was non-runner. Garage said that it was the fuel pump and something else. Turns out it was literally the battery and alternator. The alternator isn't charging and the battery was flatter than a flat pancake being stood on. So changed that, managed to get it started and drove it down here, and it had a horrific fuel leak. And it was, I'm not going to be able to show you, but just down there is like a little solenoid. That was basically not even on. Literally, when we moved it in, the parts for it were just sat here. The garage had, done something. Luckily enough, Mr. Yanni is on the case. I'm just going to literally button up the last couple of bits of this. Mr. Yanni, you haven't seen him yet. He had a couple of recoveries and whatnot to do, and he's off doing an MOT this morning. So when he gets it, we'll go on and say hello to Mr. Yanni. I'm going to go and have a little play on that. And I'll see you when Yanni gets here. There we go. So there's everything that's moved and done. As you can see, the motorhome is gone and been replaced with another one. The 2.5 conversion is done. She's literally waiting to be picked up, which for us is tomorrow. And she'll be off enjoying many more miles, bit more betterer. One motorhome out, one motorhome in. This one is just discs and pads on the front. I've seen this before. I think this is... yeah, we did the diesel heater and whatnot. And because we haven't seen him yet, you should really go and see.
Oh, hello people.
Mr. Yanni.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Yeah, just another day.
Are you bearing in there?
Yeah, I'm really bearing good.
So, what news have we got?
Not a lot.
That's not a bad thing.
Haven't really got anything interesting here. No, gonna do our wheel bearing now. Gotta go get some CV gaugers. Doing this one, which came in non-running. And then she's like, oh, can you do my ball joints? Then wheel bearings were hanging out.
Yeah, because this is the one that had the humongous diesel leak.
Yeah.
Which I think I did show. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this one's been on the wrong side of a Halford's toolkit.
Yeah, but just like, look at this. Oh, that's missing. Intercoolers.
Bit of a time of it, this thing has.
It's the problem when they go to the wrong places because people go, obviously, someone's lost their rag with this, haven't they?
Yeah.
Ripped this, like.
Well, you can see is that's not.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Well, at least you're bearing in there.
Ha! How was your birthday, Matt?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was my birthday.
Told, YouTube it
no, it was my birthday, and I didn't tell everybody.
No. Happy birthday, Carl! Or Chris Prince.
Oh.
Easy that.
Also, we do have an announcement we're going to have to announce at some point. What we were talking about yesterday.
Which is... Oh! Well...
But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a big announcement coming somewhat soon. So, anywho, enough of the rambling. I've got brakes to fit on this.
Anyway, Carl, before that, we've got a better announcement.
What announcement is that?
Huh?
What announcement is that?
I'll tell it.
What? I'm part of... What? Why can't I be told? Oh, cool. So we have more announcements that even I don't know yet, so stay tuned for that. Right.
When you find out, two of you can find out.
Oh, there you go. We'll all learn together, shall we? Let's get these brakes dead. Ta-da! Right, so the last thing you've seen... I was doing the brakes on the motorhome, which is not sharp. And then the camera ended up being not very camera-y. But that's done. That's up on the top. So Yanni is working on this. Ta-da! Well, this came in because it wouldn't start. Oh, if you let the glow plug lights go out, wouldn't start. And 50mm spacers on the back. So I wonder if I can show you. There you go, you can probably just about see that there. 50mm spacer block on both sides. You probably ain't going to see that one over there. And then just had a little play with the old torsion bar. I think it was mainly here because she would not start. Right, I got a test run to go do on that. And just like that, it's the next day. I don't quite know what happens here, but it's kind of like a bit of a time warp. Before you know it, it's late as all hell and we're all going home. A few things have changed around. The last time I think you've seen, that was on John's ramp. And I was doing a test drive on that grey van. Well, that's up the top waiting to be picked up. That one will be getting picked up very shortly. And Mr. Yanni is now on this one. Currently in the office, just doing office things. But this one came in because pump belt would snap. Need to sort that out. Obviously while doing it, doing a full cam belt as well. You've probably seen from a bit of footage from what Di's recorded. This is now all done. I think he's just literally putting the last few bits back together. And then this van, off ski. Once Namo gets this van off the ramp, we will give him a camera and he can do more camera stuff.
Yeah.
What is next?
Screen.
Ah, cool. So you can watch Di do that. And there's that van done. But I'm now on another high top. This one's campered all the way out. But there's a bit of a list of check a bunch of stuff over. Needs to do the choke cable. That needs to be replaced because it doesn't actually work. And the electrics sort of kind of work-ish. Not really. Had a little bit of a goosey gander. Old split charge system. And it's all kind of, already had a little bit of a play, but it's all kind of not working properly and how it should do. So Control Alt Delete, get rid of that, run a proper nice new one. That thing can then start to do proper things because everything does work, just unfortunately when it wants to. So that'll fix that problem and then that'll be done. That and a choke cable. And Mr. Yanni is done cam belty stuff. How did that cam belt go, my friend?
A-OK actually. I'll also do it then.
Ah, thanks Jonathan.
We're not going to tell people what that is.
No, but what we are going to do, we're going to take this bolt and we're going to put it up here with all the other ones we got because they are very, very special. I am now going to start playing Mr. Wiry Man, so I won't bother filming any of that because I'm not going to be able to put the camera anywhere useful to see it. So once it's done, we can have a goosey gander at that. Hopefully I'll have some good news. So before and new scenery. In the last clip I was doing the electrics and the split charger. Well, that's now completely done and the van is A-OK. Oh, I also done the choke cable. Well, that's done. Managed to sort that out and that's now all completely done and ready to go back. And as you can see, it's daylight. And I'm currently driving back. It was my birthday last week and the boys have decided that we need to celebrate that in the only way that us Doghouse know how to celebrate. And let's go to Beefy Boys for too much food and some alcohol. Go back, have a quick shower, sort my life out, drive straight back up there. Go to Beefy Boys for some of the nicest, most fillingest food I've ever had. So thank you very much, boys. I know you're watching this, but thank you very much. I do massively appreciate it. And I know I'm not allowed to tell you that because you don't accept compliments. So thank you. Anyway, I need to get myself going because I'm very close to my house and I need to go get myself sorted. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I have absolutely no idea what's happened this week. It feels mental, but the sun is out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like the video, please give it a great big thumbs up because it massively helps. But as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with our dumbass. If you just wait for me to turn this corner. There we go. Now I can park outside my house. Take it easy.